Let's talk about something. Why do people throw away perfectly good vehicles after a few years? I'll tell you the answer. It's fear. It's fear that that car is going to fail on them and the inability to fix them. And that fear drives us to throw away vehicles on average around 100,000 miles. But what if we thought about cars a little bit different? What if we didn't throw them away? What if we looked at the net cost of owning a new vehicle and signing up for that debt versus having a paid off vehicle and just paying for the repairs? Now, that throws some people a loop because, I've got to be out of a vehicle for a period of time and I need that vehicle. But when you stack up the cost of a brand new vehicle, let's say it's $80,000 for a brand new truck. I'll take my vehicle. And instead, I could buy it for about half that, just a few years removed, used, and a few thousand miles on it. And from that, I could upgrade it in all the ways I wanted, like adding overlanding gear and doing all the things I wanted to do to the truck without fear of removing a warranty or without fear of the additional unforeseen costs. What I committed to was I started adding up the costs. And then instead of trading it in for a new one, whenever that problem arises, maybe I replace the engine. Maybe I rebuild the engine and then throw that supercharger I wanted on it. Or maybe I just replace the transmission, which literally I'm doing right now. And I'm going to keep that vehicle. What I'm going to do instead with that $80,000 is I'm going to build my dream car. And then from that, I'm going to maintain that dream car and keep it for the life of me. And that way, I can continually enjoy the vehicle. Another challenge is that people want the next new fun thing. But if I traded that for a bunch of capability, and I traded that for the ability to lower the cost on me and my family over time, now I've got a vehicle with real personality. I called mine the Silver Fox because it's beautiful and it's incredible at adventure, and it's actually quite clever in the way that it's put together. So we have fun with it. For me, that's an heirloom. That's an heirloom car now. And I'm going to pass that down to my kids one day, just like those in the 70s used to do with their Corvettes or their luxury race cars. But what if we thought about our everyday drivers a little differently? What if you could get that dream car that you wanted that was just a little different? For the same price that you build out or buy a brand new truck, you could buy a Baja truck. You could buy a new metal build old Bronco. And what do I mean by that? I mean buying all the parts individually and having someone like us put it together. These are concepts that no one really talks about, but you can do. It's approachable. It's real. Now, the problem is that most of the companies that you work with would really spike up the cost. And that $80,000 truck you thought you were buying ends up being $250,000 and you're way in debt. Or you have to abandon the whole project together and have someone else pick up your project at a fraction of the cost. So it's really important you find someone you can trust, that you find someone that is giving reasonable rates for their work and time, and that does real quality work. But once you find that group, now you've got a partner for life and building the car of your dreams, and one you don't have to throw away. Just something to think about.